Jane Krakowski has always possessed a rare kind of star power, one that blends theatrical confidence, sharp comedic timing, and a bold sense of self. Best known for her unforgettable roles in 30 Rock, Ally McBeal, and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, she has built a career on presence. So when recent photos of Jane Krakowski began circulating with dramatic captions urging viewers to make sure you're alone, it instantly sparked curiosity. But the real reason these images are drawing attention has less to do with shock and far more to do with confidence and control. What stands out immediately is how intentional the photos feel. Jane Krakowski doesn't stumble into the spotlight. She commands it. Whether styled for a photo shoot, a red carpet moment, or a high-fashion editorial, her images project confidence rather than controversy. The reactions they generate come from her ability to own the frame completely. She doesn't rely on excess or gimmicks. Her posture, expression, and presence do the work. Much of the fascination comes from contrast. Audiences are used to seeing Jane in comedic roles that emphasize humor, exaggeration, and larger-than-life energy. Seeing her in sleek, polished, or boldly styled photos creates a shift in perception. It reminds viewers that behind the comedic brilliance is a performer with range, elegance, and undeniable self-assurance. That contrast often feels surprising, even though it has always been part of who she is. The phrase, "make sure you're alone," is classic internet exaggeration designed to heighten intrigue. In reality, the photos aren't about crossing lines, they're about confidence. Jane Krakowski has never been shy about embracing glamour or theatricality. Her background in Broadway and performance has trained her to understand how presentation works. She knows how to use fashion, lighting, and expression to create impact without needing to explain herself. Another reason these photos resonate is timing. Jane Krakowski represents a generation of performers who are redefining visibility and confidence beyond narrow age expectations. In an industry that often sidelines women as they mature, she continues to stand front and center, unapologetic and self-possessed. For many fans, that's not just appealing, it's refreshing. The admiration comes from seeing someone comfortable evolving rather than trying to freeze time. Social media reactions reflect this admiration clearly. While some comments lean into playful exaggeration, many others focus on her elegance, boldness, and individuality. Words like fearless, iconic, and commanding appear frequently. The conversation moves quickly from surface-level surprise to deeper appreciation for how effortlessly she owns her image. It's also important to note that Jane Krakowski has always maintained agency over how she presents herself. These images don't feel intrusive or accidental, they feel chosen. That sense of control changes how people respond. When confidence is intentional, it reads as power rather than provocation. Viewers aren't reacting because they feel shocked, they're reacting because they feel invited to see a fuller version of someone they already admire. In a media culture saturated with overexposure, Jane's approach feels measured. She doesn't flood timelines with constant updates or chase viral moments. When photos do surface, they carry weight because they're rare and purposeful. That restraint amplifies their impact, making each appearance feel noteworthy rather than routine. Ultimately, the buzz around Jane Krakowski's photos says more about audience expectations than about the images themselves. People aren't gasping because she's doing something out of character. They're reacting because she's reminding them of her range. She can be hilarious, commanding, elegant, and bold, sometimes all at once. In the end, the real reason fans are talking isn't because they shouldn't look. It's because they can't look away. Jane Krakowski's photos succeed not by pushing boundaries, but by showcasing what confidence looks like when it's earned, intentional, and entirely self-owned. And that kind of presence doesn't need permission or privacy to make an impact.